Welcome back, friends. And here we are today, learning how to participate in a Pepe AI Test Net on Windows WSL2. I went ahead and added the instructions onto my website, so it's going to be easier for you to see them in plain English and all in one place. If you're curious where I ended up grabbing these, the resources are left right at the top, and these will be hyperlinks where you'll be able to jump into those pages. And if you wanted to, you can grab the direct things yourself, just in case that would make you feel safer. I just wanted to streamline the process, so this is why I've added everything in a continuous flow. So, starting off, the most important thing we're going to have to do is we're going to have to open Windows PowerShell. Right click it and run as administrator. Hit yes. Brings all this jazz up. The two things that we're going to want to do is enable Windows Subsystem for Linux, and also after that we'll enable virtual machine feature. Now, one thing about the virtual machine feature I will say is you might have to go into your BIOS and add the option for that. For me, after I installed the Docker desktop on here, it had talked about have to go into the BIOS. It was in the advanced, and then I had to go into like the CPU features, and then towards the bottom it was down there. Anyways, back to this. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to copy the first command, which is going to be allowing Microsoft Windows Subsystem Linux. Just hit enter, hits the features up, perfect. Next we want to do is enable virtual machine feature. Go over, just copy it, hit with the right click, and hit enter. Enabling feature. Wonderful. Next, we'll want to install WSL2. Same system. My apologies. I'll be fixing that soon. I just added an extra 2 on there. The real command is WSL space dash dash install. So once this is done, changes will not be effective until the system is rebooted. We're going to go ahead and restart. What's going to happen when we do is the first thing that's going to pop up is going to be Linux, and it's going to finish installing. And that's where we'll pick up with the video. Alright. So just like I was talking about, this is installing. It does take a few minutes, so just be patient. Next thing we'll want to do is get ready by, so we did this, we did this, we did this. We're going to want to get ready with this. All right. So what I've learned from here is this part doesn't really matter. I do is I just go ahead and I will close that out. So Once that's closed, we can go ahead and just do the Docker desktop installer. Real simple install. Add shortcut to the desktop. Okay. Once this is done, while that's running, we can actually go in here, grab Ubuntu, and open that up. Now, this is going to be installed in the background, no problem. This is Ubuntu here. Just make sure that you got Ubuntu 22.04.2 is what we want. So we'll jump back in here. So, yeah, at this point, we are waiting on the Windows Desktop Docker. Once this is done installing, it's going to ask us to sign out and basically sign right back in. But personally, I just go ahead and do a full restart or full restart. Options yours. I just do the full just because it's kind of like not giving it an inch to go the wrong way, I guess. This is also another part that you will find. This is where you will find out what extra steps you might have to take. And this is a really good thing. If you want to leave a comment about any problems that you have along the way or anything else, this is going to be one of those times. So I'll stop the video here and we'll jump right back in. But you'll close out, log out. All right, welcome back. So Docker Desktop is now right here. Like I said, it opens up automatically. We'll just hit accept. You can skip this. I do not make a sign in or anything. So it's starting the Docker engine. This is the part that's going to tell you if you have virtual machines enabled or not. If you don't, it will let you know. If nothing happens, you'll be fine. It also kind of goes through and lets you know if there's any errors. Now, I didn't have any. It started up perfect. Wonderful. So now, we're going to open up Ubuntu again. Wonderful. So, for future reference, you will need Docker Desktop running in the background or in the forefront to do all this for the Pepe AI Test Net. Just gonna restore the page. Here we are. So we restarted the computer. Now we're gonna want to do is install 530 NVIDIA drivers. Just take that as a copy, go right in here, right click, and enter. It's gonna go download a whole bunch of stuff. It's at one point you'll be prompted with a yes or no. Just hit Y and enter. This next part that I just grabbed, this is gonna be installing Python. So you will be able to run everything. So again, just hit copy, wait for this to finish. It takes a little bit, it's not too bad. We're going to be installing this, installing the Python, and then doing our favorite thing of restarting the computer one last time. This way, we're all ready to go. Everything's already integrated. We just have one more command after that. Alright, drivers are all installed. Like I said, we'll just right click, starting to bring up the Anaconda. Now, it is going to prompt me a couple times. The first time it just kind of like gets the repo, brings it all down and everything. The second time I have to accept, or basically tell it to extract it and install it and all that jazz. And then it's going to ask about a location. So this part that pops up in there, just hit enter. That's the telling you that you're going to extract it and install. So, and then hit enter to continue again. Now this is just going to be your simple end user agreement, something in here about lose your kidney. I don't know. You never know with these guys. So, you get to the bottom, you can just hold enter until you get to this part, but you got to type in the full word yes. And then enter again. Now this will all be installing. Type in yes, hit enter, and there we go. So at this point in time, we have Python installed. WSL2 is running Linux Ubuntu 22.04. We have our Docker desktop installed. We're going to restart the computer one last time and come back for the last command. Alright friends, thank you for restarting your computer for a third time and hopefully the final time. So we'll have to open up desktop Docker. We're going to open up Ubuntu and we're going to grab that last piece of code that we got. So from here, this is the last piece one. Let's go ahead and copy it. It's all ready to go. After this, it's going to basically download some blocks, test your machine, and then it jumps right into it. It just starts working. If it doesn't look like it's doing anything right away, just let it do its thing. If you want to close that window, all you have to do is push Control-C, and that will shut down the terminal. If you want to start it up again, ensure that Docker Desktop is open and Ubuntu Windows open, and just add this command in there, and it'll start all over. So my Docker Desktop's open, my Ubuntu's open, put that last command in, and hit enter. If it's already on your computer, it won't have to go ahead and do this download right away, but this is a good sign. Basically from here on out, it's just going to start working as soon as it's done doing all the different downloads. It's going to do the throughput test. I know we haven't really touched too much on what a throughput is. That'll be a later video. This is one that I know I've been working on. I'm sorry it took so long. I kept running into a lot of errors. I was also realizing that you cannot do this manually. It's going to bring you into a CUDA error. So if you have problems with that, you might have to roll back, uninstall everything, start all over, and try to just do it this way. I spent the better part of a week trying to figure out workarounds, but so far this is the only method I have found that has allowed me to be able to make this work. And I appreciate you guys' patience with me too. But I'm just going to speed this up here if you get and show you the end, what it looks like, so you get to see it full through. And if you enjoyed today's content, just go ahead, give me a like, give me a subscribe, shoot me down a comment below. What graphics card are you using, or did you have any errors in this, or how easy was this for you? How excited are you for AI? Just let me know what you're thinking down there. Anyways, Also, I left a link in the description of all the commands. I put them up on my website to consolidate them. My website's still under construction, so don't judge me too much. But the website itself does have a Pepe AI link, and I'll just show you that real quick right now so you know. The website itself is satoshirts.com, SATOSHIRTS.com. And at the top here, you'll have Pepe AI. You can do the participate in Linux, participate in Windows Excel. If you click directly on it, you can get all your contact information for Pepe, how to contact them in the Telegram, Discord, or even the testnet. And there's more information on my website as well. This will be just like a hub for me to be able to get stuff to you. It'll also be the place where I'll start putting together links to different hardware that you can buy that'll help you build your rigs. And these things will, oh, this is also important. You're going to want to allow access to this. That's basically your firewall there. But my goal is basically be a one-stop shop for you to be able to get all the information. I'll have an AI glossary, crypto glossary. It's kind of like a hybrid site, so it's not just for crypto, it's not just for AI, it's going to be both of them in the same. So something that'll basically help connect dots for everybody else.